Hey everyone, it is Wednesday, August 3rd. The time is 3:53 p.m. and I am here at the Pijp station in Amsterdam. I'm currently making my way up a very tall escalator, and that was a southbound train rolling in. And this is pretty interesting. The northbound trains here are stacked on top of the southbound line. And that is not something I have seen in too many places before. I think I might have seen it in Taipei. And for this one, I'm going to head up and explore the Pijp. I think I might end up just off of the island at a subway stop just to the north of here. This is my first time taking the metro in Amsterdam. And just outside the station here, I think it's the Albert Cuypmarkt, and this is Albert Cuyp Street. I apologize if I'm pronouncing anything incorrectly. This is my first time touring this particular area. All right, so we have to tap out here. Oh, there we go. So I used this card last night, and it's good for 24 hours from my first tap. I used it to ride the tram, and now I've taken the metro. So I have no idea what to expect here. All right, so we are here. So I think I'm gonna walk along the Market Street here, maybe, and walk by the park and finish up here. That's probably wrong, but we'll figure it out. So this is known as kind of a trendy, almost hipster area. It's a bit less expensive than staying to the north of here. They've got those tiny cars. And just to the north of here is the Heineken Experience. And I'm hoping to be able to walk by that later on this one. I'm staying here with a couple of friends who wanted to check out the market. I'm not really a fan of this sort of thing, so I thought let's just grab the camera and make a video of it. And apparently this is the place to get some one-of-a-kind, made in the Netherlands only kind of souvenir. So we'll walk through the market and head over towards that large park. Pork bao, €4. I'm still getting used to seeing prices in euros. And the sun glare is making it hard to see my camera. Bamboo socks and t-shirts. There's some fruit. So I read that this place is a good place to get fresh produce, cheese, flowers, and items you can only really find here. I'm kind of used to the markets in Thailand and other countries that usually just kind of sell imitation goods. Things like fake Bose speakers, Nike shoes, luxury brand underwear and belts and that sort of thing. Oh, they've got electronics there, sunglasses. There's the super stroop waffles. Apparently those are must try. They gave me a small one with my breakfast pancake. art.
Maybe check out the
This whole area has been pedestrianized, no bikes and cars. And while the market continues that way, I'm kind of more interested in this street here. That is only €3. That's gotta be the best deal in the Netherlands or be absolutely tiny. Wrong, that is what they call restaurants in Indonesia. It's just amazing how walkable so many neighborhoods in Amsterdam are. All right, maybe I can go south here. And then cut back to the market on the next street on the left. Is this the big park on the right? I think that might be. I've got my iPhone with me. Let me just take a look at where I am. Yes, that is for the Sarphatipark on the right. So maybe I can cut through there and then we'll walk back in the other direction through the market. See if there's an entrance into the park. I'm kind of doing this walk a little backwards from how I had planned it. This is supposed to be a nice big urban park. And she just said it is closed. And look at that, I don't think I'll be exploring much of this park today. Do I see any life or people that way? It appears as if there's sections that are open. I'm finding a whole lot of Amsterdam is kind of closed due to construction. Well, let's keep moving in this direction. It'd be a little nicer on the other side of the street. I have seen these things in bike lanes and all over. I wonder how much those cost. All right, it looks like it might just be this section of the park that's closed off. And you'll also notice a lot of bicycles like this with the big buckets in the front. And bikes like that in North America cost a small fortune. So they've got a counterflow cycle lane on one side, even though it's a one-way street. That's something that's quite common here. You can often bike in both directions. Please be patient. The park is the most visited park in Amsterdam. To prepare for this, the grass needs time to take root. I thought it would have been Vondel Park. So I guess this is their equivalent of Trinity Bellwoods. There's people hanging out in bathing suits. Every big city needs parks like this. Kind of reminds me a bit of Lumpini Park in Bangkok. Let's see, where am I? Oh, we're almost at the end of the park. There's like a waterfall element just on the left there. There's some ducks. There's a nice vantage point. I don't normally use my phone to help me around. And I don't normally use the iPhone, but this is the phone I have to use, as it has the data plan on it. I don't know if this will lead me out to the street. Nope, I would have to hop a fence. Some people sitting down, taking interest in my camera. All right, we've made it. So I believe I want to go this way, but it looks like there's a major street just over here. You are very much following along with the tourist who doesn't really know where he's going. I missed pointing out anything great or interesting or missed any good spots in the area that you're aware of, feel free to let me know down in the comments. And we found a street with tram tracks. Look at all the bikes. The bikes outnumber the people here. I've got a bike in my possession right now that I rented and took out this morning. And you'll notice a lot of pride flags being flown in the city. I think this is the first place that legalized gay marriage. And this weekend coming up is their big Pride weekend. I'll be leaving Saturday morning, but apparently that's when the festivities really kick off. And my hotel advised that they are not lending out their bikes for that period, just due to all the people they're expecting on the streets and all the events taking place. Oh, there's some cute balconies. So here we just have a painted bike lane with separated tram tracks down the center. It seems to be quite common. People seem to be pretty good about not riding their bikes on the sidewalks here. There is an Ethos. That's kind of like their version of Shoppers Drug Mart. All right, I think I want to head in this direction on whatever street this is. One thing that's weird is that store, the Ethos, E-T-O-S, closes at 6 p.m. So there's really nothing like a Shoppers or Rexall, at least with their hours. I guess to Americans that would be like your CVS. There's a bike store, the Loretti. Looks to be a relatively high-end bike shop. They don't seem to put as high a price on convenience as we do. A lot of stores will close at 5 or 6 p.m. A lot of restaurants and bars will close down relatively early. And I was in that Ethos store, and they didn't even have a fridge. There's a photo store. I was looking just to buy a sparkling water. So it says go this way to Sarphatipark. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. And this will lead us back up to the market. If my phone isn't misleading me here. Taco Cartel, Praxis City. I also haven't seen anything that would be like a Best Buy. I was kind of wondering where people go to get their electronics and stuff. Orang Mini. So I think the market is on this street, and this will take us back. Bingo. I asked the guy how much my rental bike would cost if it was stolen, and he said 550 euros, and it looked to be in the same style as these ones. Well, some of those are e-bikes. I saw slots for batteries. So I think this will lead us back to where I started. Then I'm going to head north up to another metro station. I think that'll take me out of De Pijp. I'm sure there's tons of YouTube videos of people just slowly crawling through this market and tasting the food and showing you the wares. Vietnamese spring rolls. Seem to be walking directly into the sun. Greek pitas, grilled chicken breast, $6. That's one thing, the prices here are surprisingly reasonable for such a big city. And the portion sizes I found have been comparable to what we're used to in North America, which is counter to what I've heard about Europe. And again, Dutch people tend to be a lot taller than us North Americans. Buy 5, get 1 free. Damn brownie. Authentic American brownies. All right, let's see where I am here. I don't think the camera can see that.
Wat is vliegigheid hier? Ja, maar het is lekker hoor. Vliegigheid.
Maybe I'll get myself a cold drink I don't know if food and beverage is allowed on the Metro, but I'm sure it'll be done by the time I get there and jump on the train. There's some cannabis products. The question is, do they have THC or CBD in them? The best chicken of the market. Chicken and cheese, $6. I always say dollars, but it's really euros. Man cave. I think this might be the street I turned up last time. This market is huge. That does not smell too good. And I think the market closes pretty early. I think it closes at 6. All right, is this the street I turned up last time? I think that is. So let's go this way. We'll escape the market. This is nice and cool. There's some apartment buildings. There's a nice looking patio. This is a very, very common sight. All these bicycles. So I think the Heineken Experience is actually just to the north of here. I haven't cheated and looked at my map for a while. And they offer a tasting tour and a canal tour. Yeah, I could have gone up that street. All the luck in the world store. So apparently it's advisable to lock your bike up twice. They recommend locking the frame and the front wheel separately. And apparently the thieves here are very good at solving U-locks. That's something we just kind of assume is one of the best kind of locks you can use. But here, apparently, it's not very effective. TBE at the Beauty Editor. Opening in September. They're known for their cheeses here. I think that bar was playing Psy. That's the first time I've heard that in a while. And just south of here is the metro system. So we're gonna head in this direction. Maybe if I remember to when I'm editing this, I can put the street names. Kruividat. That looks like that same style of store as Etos and Shoppers Drug Mart. Virgin Burger. Not vegan, but virgin. There's one of those famous chip shops. There's a place called the Gypsy King. That's a chain I've seen. Bowl of steamy goodness. The seafood bar, Record Mania. This is the kind of area I think I'd like to stay at on my next trip and just really sink my teeth into. It seems as if there's enough here that you could easily just find places to kind of hang out at all day. One thing is, I have not really seen any homeless people. I think I've seen a few. I've seen a few people that look like they got into some non-marijuana based drugs. But literally I can count that number on one hand, whereas in Toronto, we'd be in the hundreds, if not thousands by now if you were counting. So I'm not sure what the secret is. I think I could hop on that tram and take it up to the metro just to the north of here. That one's going all the way up to Central. Poke bowl. So I mentioned De Pijp is an island, and this will be leaving it. I think there's something like 16 bridges that connect it.
Oh, I'm so happy about this.
And apparently the Heineken Experience is just over there. Maybe we can see it from the crossing. These look almost like dinner cruises. So it should be just off in that direction. Let's see here. We are going to, well, I'm not going to be able to pronounce that. But the metro station is just to the north of here. And here's a place selling Dutch pancakes. And I went to the one that's recommended by all the YouTubers, the Pancake Bakery this morning, or I guess closer to mid-afternoon. And they come in sweet and savory. The best way to think of them is like open-faced French crepes. They're not really like the traditional pancakes that we eat. I would say they're pretty good. Not life-changing or anything like that. And this is Vijzelgracht, Vijzelgracht. Is this tram coming this way? So apparently when you see these pedestrian crossings, you have the right of way as a pedestrian, providing you have the signal. There's cases where there are no signals and you have the right of way. There's a place where you can get some Amstel beer. And I've heard that usually when you see cyclists not following things so strictly that they're tourists. We've got a walk sign here. Now we've got a don't walk sign. Now we've got a walk sign. And this looks like a nice area to explore. But we're gonna head down into the metro. Every corner you look at, there's something amazing to see. Most North American cities, when you sort of get out of the busy intersections and main streets, you tend to find yourself on much quieter side streets. But here, thanks to the canals and their medium density building, there's just always sort of a critical mass of people and things to do and see. There's certainly a lot of lessons we can learn from here. All right, I want to go south. This is an enormous escalator. Oh, look at that. They got their whole metro system mapped out here. Well, I guess I could have kept walking and came through another entrance to the north of here. It's interesting they don't have platform screen doors. And it says the next train is in 3 minutes. In both directions.
De eerstvolgende metro is lijn 52 richting Zuid en vertrekt over 2 minuten.
I think they just said the next train is in 3 minutes. And on that note, I hope you enjoyed this walk around De Pijp, including the Albert Cuypmarkt and that large park.
Yeah.
And several of the side streets. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below, and if you wish to support the channel, there are links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership. I have an Instagram account at Johnny Strides.
En vertrekt over 2 minuten.
And there's a super thanks button appearing below each video if you wish to say thanks that way. And if you wish to know more about the Netherlands and Amsterdam, there are countless amazing videos on YouTube. Mine would not be among them. I'll just call it a tourist aimlessly wandering, but there is an impressively long and steep escalator. I haven't really seen escalators of that size since I've been in some of the South Korean subway stations. Well, it says next train 1 minute. Might as well wait. I'll just go ahead and sign off. So we're gonna take a look at the train coming in, but thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you on the next one. As the train rolls in. I don't know what the policy is on filming on transit. I'll at least step onto the train. I guess you have to press the button. There we go.